Zoom. Now we're live.
Yay. Well, hello there.
Hello.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you're getting, all right?
Fine, I will leave now.
That's all you're getting. Leave me alone.
No. We're live again. Yay.
We're
So
very
fun.
busy people. And
Yeah,
also there wasn't really a
kinda.
whole lot to do this week other than like this.
Yeah, but it's fun. It is fun. Before we get any of this though, let's
Right. My thing that I do.
your thing, yes.
Right, yeah. Hi everyone. Welcome to all the films we judged before. I'm Katie. It's Lily K. Crazy.
It's me. It's me, Lily K. And yes, we are back talking about stuff that are movie
was
and
in the
film related and TV show and whatever related and Netflix related in this case.
Very specifically Netflix
Very
related.
specifically, yes. But before we do that, I will have to ask, what did you watch last week?
I've been rewatching Stranger Things.
Yes, I knew that, but
Yeah.
I had to ask.
Yeah, I've fallen very far down a rabbit hole. Remember how when we were talking about Stranger Things, I was like, at the time it wasn't really on the top of my things that I like. I've flipped on that now. I'm obsessed.
You are, yes.
I've fallen down a Steve Harrington-sized hole. That sounds weird. Let's take that back.
It's fine. It works.
I don't think it does. But yes, I've been having a great time. I was watching, bits of season 2 last night. I got to episode 6, The Spy, and I was like, shit, you know what? This show, it's pretty good. And then I skipped episode 7 because I couldn't be bothered.
Same. We already talked about this. Not here, but we did.
We just had a discussion. I don't see, I'm not against the episode existing. It's just one of those ones where it's like, I think you can kind of watch it once and be like, that was a bit pointless, and then never really watch it again.
Never again. Never. I just hated it. I'm one of those people. There was no point to it. Now, especially, there's no point to it anymore. So I'm like, I don't care.
It's like,
so
I can see the idea on, like I said this to you, I can see the idea on like an emotional level for 11, like in the terms of like leaving home in order to realize you want to go home, that kind of thing. But also it didn't really need to happen in the setting that it did.
No, it just, it just could have happened very differently.
It could have happened very differently. Alas. She gets a cool makeover, and that's kind of the only good thing that comes out of that episode.
That is like I'm gonna use the word, it's cringe. That episode for me, it's a bit cringe.
It's a bit cringe. I do like the look is the thing. I like the messy eyeliner and the slick back hair. I'm like, yeah, no, that is a bit. I do vibe with that a lot actually.
It's cringe. That was cringe for me. I was like, oh. Nope. But anyway, it's still very good. But I just skipped that episode, just like bloop. When I rewatched it, I was reminded, like, I remembered Dearest Bob's dad completely differently than it happened. Like,
really? He gets murdered by a Demogorgon, right? I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah. No, not that part, like how he dies, but how we get there. I remember that it was like a longer thing, like they spend a much longer time in the lab, but no,
they are
quickly? Yeah.
Huh.
It's quite
I had
quick
that in my head as well.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
Tell you what,
okay.
I have been very much appreciating Noah Schnapp acting the shit out of this season. I mean, he's really good.
Just chef's kiss all
around. Oh my god! Although all I can think, because I've obviously seen it all before. The whole bit with the bathtub, like early on after he gets got by the mind flayer, I was like, oh, just shove him in. Get in the bath.
Like,
I know that that's how they get it out of him later, and I'm just like, get in the bath.
Yeah. They didn't know. They didn't know,
but it's very fun actually watching it and being like, oh, all of these things do link up very, very easily.
Yeah.
And the fact that we didn't really put these things, I mean, I'm sure, smarter people than I put it together quite quickly, but like, I don't remember putting all the things together until after they kind of actually showed it to you, and I was like, oh, it's all really obvious.
It's right in your face.
Because it's like all the stuff to do with heat and everything like that. It's a bit like, what? It's right here.
I know. It's the season where you actually feel bad for the demise of a Demogorgon. Poor, what's his name?
Dart.
That it is. Dart. I was like, I was so heartbroken. I was like, oh, this is actually very sad now.
It is very fun getting to watch Steve. He literally. I couldn't remember how Steve and Dustin kind of became like.
Yeah.
They kind of ended up together. He literally just shows up at their house.
He just shows up,
and he's just like, "You, I need your help," and gets in his car. And he's like, "All right."
Yeah, I guess I'm going then. Which is fun. We love that friendship so much.
I love Steve. I mean, he's not. The advice he gives Dustin about dating is terrible. Not out there now. I'm like, it's bad advice.
He tried.
But bless him. I love the bit where he tells him about how he does his hair. He's like, if you can tell anybody, I'm going to kill you. What the fuck was that?
It's the plastic piece that belongs to the microphone, and I was holding it in my hand, and I was like, just right in the nose.
It just looked like you got hit by like some kind of just like because you made a weird noise. I thought it was like squishy.
No, that was just me. Just fuck.
Anyway, but it's good.
Anyway.
I'm gonna get back to watching it later.
Fair. I can't wait for you. It's not like you haven't seen it, but
Seen
still,
it all before.
I can't wait for you to get to the part where Erica comes in season 3. Like,
I forgot that she got introduced. There were so many characters I forgot got introduced in series 2. I forgot Murray got introduced in series 2.
That's right.
I was reminded a little while ago, but like as this season was coming up, I forgot that Max was introduced in season 2. I thought she was a season 3 character as well for some reason. I forgot that Erica was introduced in series 2. It's like all like most the really big. My head it was in series 3. I know a lot of people. I feel like there was a lot of people who were like, "Oh, we didn't really like series 3 because it wasn't like as scary." I loved series 3, so I'm really excited to get into it.
I love season 3. It's like
it's bonkers and fun.
It's really fun. Like that's where we get all the Erica action, and I think Erica is the greatest. Like
we get introduced to Robin.
Yes, that's also true. It also has one of the best. One of my favorite scenes is when Dustin shows up at the ice cream place. He's like, "Where is he?"
Henderson.
And their face.
He's so happy. And it's Robin's just
so
like,
happy.
"How many children are you friends
Do
with?"
you know? Yes. So good. Oh, yes. You get it. I love series 3. I don't care.
It's great. It's such a good one. I just remember when it came out, a lot of people being like, it's not as scary. I don't know if I like it. I'm like, this is a great time. It's stupid.
It's very good. Shut up, everyone else.
Great fun. Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with
God,
that.
I could keep going, but otherwise we won't have time to do other things. So, what have you been watching?
Before we get in, then I have a joke for you.
Jesus. Okay.
It's very good. Wait, I have to.
For fuck's sake.
I'm already laughing at it. I can't help it. Okay. 1 second. Okay. What does Joyce Byers say when her car breaks down? Or when she gets a flat tire, what does she say? Will.
Oh, okay. I was like, how does Will figure into it? Okay. No, all right. That's pretty fun.
And then wait, there's another one. It's very good. It was made up by our dear Steve, aka Joe Carey.
Oh, good.
What is Gaten Matarazzo's favorite song?
What is it?
Dust in the Wind.
God damn it. Bad. Be ashamed. God damn it, Joe.
So good. Okay, I'm happy now. Oh, I laughed so hard on that. I was like, okay, what did I watch?
Yeah, what did you watch?
I watched, oh my God, I laughed so much on that as well. I finally seen Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I don't think I
Oh.
talked about that last time.
No, you said you were going to. You hadn't gotten around to
Yes,
it.
yes, I did watch it finally. Jim Carrey is just perfect. Just
I saw a gift set from that movie the other day that was surprisingly emotional, and I was like, "Is this movie good?"
it's good. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It's like, it's fun. There's really all there is to say about it, to be fair. It's fun. It's a bit over long.
Interesting.
It was a bit long for me. I was like, still not finished. Like, when I get to that point, it's like,
how long is it?
It's 2 hours.
Yeah, that feels like it could be a tight 90, really, couldn't it?
Yeah. But alas, it was fun. But then I finally seen it, the unbearable weight of a massive talent with Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal.
I heard that movie, while good, didn't lean into the comedic side of stuff nearly as much as it could have. Like the relationship between the two of them. It was kind of the main thing I heard about it, was that it kind of turns into it when it goes into the more kind of like action sort of weird, the sort of more generic action stuff, it gets a bit, they went, it's kind of like, I didn't want that movie, I wanted the bit, where they're watching Paddington together, like, for the whole thing. That was the thing I heard from a couple of people who, whose film opinions I tend to
it's very good. Like, I nearly peed myself at one point. I laughed so hard.
Okay.
like these two together, perfect.
Yeah,
perfect. And Nicolas Cage is just in it. Like, it's the most Nick Cage thing that you can watch, like, literally. And it's just, oh my God, I can't wait for you to see it. I don't want to, there was one joke between them where they take one of the drugs, and it's just so funny. There's a whole scene around it, like a good 5 minutes. It involves the wall scene that was in the trailer.
Right.
When it's that scene, but there's a bit in front of it that wasn't in the trailer, and I had to stop the movie because I was laughing so hard that I couldn't understand what they were talking about. So it was very good. I didn't think that I'm gonna have that much fun with it that I had in the end. So it was very good. And Pedro Pascal is just,
I mean, he's the best. We all know
he's
that.
the best. He's the best. I really loved him. And then of course
you've been rewatching Jurassic Park.
Yes, that's very important. I watched Jurassic World before we started this live stream because that was the next one.
Why it took you so long to get?
Yes.
I was like, hey, where are you? No,
I was watching the end. Sorry. It was very important to finish it. It's not like I haven't seen it 1,000 times, but Dominion is I'm gonna, as I said it already, I will be watching Dominion on a private screening this Saturday, and now I am refreshing my memory. I know it word by word every single movie, but I love it. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I still love it. And Anthony, dearest Anthony, joined me on the watch party. So, that added a little extra flavor for the whole thing. And I still love all of them. And I love Alan Grant. And I just can't wait to see him again.
The reviews I've been seeing have basically just been like, yeah, it's fun.
That's
and I'm
all
like,
I want.
That sounds like, why would, you don't really need it to be a masterpiece, really, do you?
No. Look, it needs to have dinos. It has dinos. We have the legacy characters back, which is Ian, Ellie, and Ellen, which is already like the dream. And it needs to be fun.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. That's
it.
they keep showing the trailer in the cinema every time I've gone in recent weeks, and every time I watch it now I can't stop thinking. There was like a text post or like there was a joke somewhere online, I can't remember where I saw it, if it was on Tumblr or Twitter or something, of just being like, wow, I didn't realize the dinosaurs were so scared of hands. It's because everybody in those movies is just like, whoa. It's the only thing I can see now.
But that's the thing, that they are doing it wrong, because there is actually it does work, but in order for it to work you have to like raise your hand so you seem taller.
Yeah,
because
that makes
that's
sense.
the idea
This
behind
is
it.
just Chris Pratt going, whoa.
Stop.
Hold.
Hold.
Don't come any closer.
Look,
This is the only thing I can see when I watch those trailers now, and it's just like it's so much.
it's a Chris Pratt thing at this point. That was a fun little behind the scenes where he was trying to teach it to Sam Neill, dearest Sam Neill, and he was like,
No.
no. And I was like,
there's a really great little thing recently about with Sam Neill and Laura Dern kind of just sort of lamenting on being like, our 20-year age gap was kind of fucking weird, huh?
Look, the thing is, I just rewatched Jurassic Park, the very first one.
Right.
I can't tell that he's 40.
No, that's true. And it's like I understand that entirely. I think that the power dynamic is obviously not that evident in, but it's like it was so common in Hollywood to have these like really young actresses with these. I don't want to say really old because 40's not old.
No,
but, like
it's
comparatively
not old.
older
yeah.
men, and it was just sort of like you're kind of looking at it and go, we have to stop doing that.
I mean, it's still happening.
Oh
like,
yeah,
Paul Bettany, Elizabeth Olsen. That's a big age gap there as well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's still going, kind of.
Oh yeah,
so.
I mean, I'm not saying it isn't, but it's just one of those things where I'm just sort of like, I just appreciated the fact that they were both kind of looked at it. Was kind of one of those. That was weird, wasn't it? Wasn't it? We shouldn't have been doing that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it was really platonic between them.
Also,
so like,
they're both adults now.
Yeah.
I mean, they were adults then, but like they're both like they're fully adults at this point.
Yes. The fact that Sam Neill is over 70 at this point is just yeah.
Fucking hell, I would have picked him to be like 60.
Nope.
He looks amazing.
Yeah. I was like, hold on, because I needed to count it out. Like, if he was 43 in 1993.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh no.
No, he really does. I really thought that he was like, I thought he's 74. Fuck my life.
Yeah, he's 74. I was like, Jesus. And
I genuinely just pegged him to being around my dad's age, and my dad just turned 60, so it's like,
yeah, nope. He's 74.
Oh,
and I was like, oh my god. And I am now, look, guys, you have to think of me. You have to think of me this Friday, 7 p.m. your time, 8 p.m. my time, because Showmasters is announcing a big guest, and the rumor is it's going to be Sam Neill.
I see.
If that happens, first of all, I will die. Second of all, please pray for me, because I'm going to spend all my money on Sam Neill. I'm going to be like, yes.
Yeah.
I need to hug that man. That's it. It's a lifelong dream.
I get it.
I'm like, I realize that we talked about this, and then we can move on to Netflix.
Yeah.
We talked about this with Anthony, that Dr. Grant is basically just me. Like, he doesn't like children. Hello.
Most important thing to start off with.
He doesn't like children.
He doesn't like kids. That's it.
That's it. He has my sense of humor, which is on point, and he's just great, like me.
No, sorry. I realized. Obviously, I think you're great.
Good. Yes, let's talk about Netflix Geek now, because there were some big things.
Yeah, they did some stuff. Obviously, we don't really have to talk about everything.
No.
Mostly because I haven't really looked at everything or
Me
really
neither.
anything.
We are
I've seen
very
something.
professionals. Yes.
I've had a busy week.
Fine. Go ahead. What are you? What is your favorite thing so far?
Favorite thing? Well, I mean, I had a great time watching the Umbrella Academy panel that they did. Just because I think they're all really funny together. I don't know if you watched any of it, but like,
Not yet.
which is fair because you haven't seen any of the show yet. But like,
No.
just the cast together, they are like siblings. They really love poking at each other, and it's just like it's not. There's no sense of like professional actor stuff in it. It really just feels like the bunch of them just being like, hey, fuck you. That's the vibe, but affectionate.
Nice.
Which is nice, and I appreciate that. We got a little taste of one of the sparrows that we didn't know about, one of their powers, which was interesting. And I went, and I'm just very excited. It's in what? God, hang on, I need to do math.
End of this month, isn't it?
Yeah, hang on. 13 days from now.
13 days.
13 days.
Fuck.
That makes sense because it was Wednesday yesterday. It would have been 2 weeks. I could have just done it that way. No, I was doing maths in my head like an idiot.
There you go.
No, yeah, 13 days from now. So very excited. Many Umbrella Academy fans, myself a little bit included, but like not nearly as much as some people, are a bit miffed about the fact that they've stuffed it right in between both volumes of Stranger Things, so that they're not really giving that much attention to the fact that the Umbrella Academy season 3 is taking, because Stranger Things is kind of taking up all of their promotional effort, and it's a bit like, can you stop sidelining my baby? Because like it does really well for you, and as much as I love Stranger Things, you've got this kind of amazing show that you're not really promoting with nearly as much gusto, and it just reeks of sort of favoritism in a way that it feels a bit sort of like you know.
Fair.
But I digress. The Umbrella Academy is one of those ones where every time that they like, it's done really well every single season that's come out, and yet every time I've been terrified that Netflix is just going to be like, no, not anymore.
I don't think that's gonna happen with it though.
I hope not, but it's still, the fear is still there.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I'm very excited about it. But outside of that, with the new stuff, as where I put it as my background, I'm very interested in the Sandman. I was interested in it when I heard about it. Obviously, I don't really know that much about it other than it's very long and people are like, they love it. They really love it in a way that you see in a lot of things. I watched the first trailer and thought that looks interesting, but the second trailer that they released with the release date, which I'll go back to in a minute because that really cracked me up watching the whole thing. I was like, I really like the vibe.
It's very good.
Like the vibe I really like the vibe. I love how because the first trailer didn't have a whole lot of dream in it, but this new one does. And seeing that compared to the gentleman playing him, whose name I can't remember. I think it's Tom.
I think it's Tom. Yeah.
Hang on.
Go ahead.
I want to make sure because it feels like I should get that right. Because where are you, little bastard? Yeah, Tom Sturridge.
Yes.
He's so like the just like mood and vibe difference between the two of them is so like black and white, and I'm like, that makes me very excited.
Yeah.
I did have to do a little bit of looking up because I saw that they had Joanna Constantine, and I had a bit of a moment of being like, why would you gender swap a character that doesn't really need to be gender swapped? And then I found out that she's technically speaking a separate character, and I went, all right, fine, I'll leave it alone.
Yes. She is.
So that's very fun. It's just I love Constantine as a guy, but the way that they've done it is a bit interesting because she was his ancestor, and yet she's in the modern day in this one, so it feels a little odd. But it's I don't know that much, so really, what do I have to say about these things?
Well,
anyway, but yeah, it looks good. I think I like the vibe.
I am one of those people who love Sandman, and well, there's a very sad tale of what happened with my copies.
Oh, no.
I lent it to a friend, and I've never seen them again.
No, you can never do that.
Yeah. So since then, they are just gone from my life. But I read all of them, and I love it. And hence why I am still...
You're sort of like...
Yes, I am very terrified because I think it's one of those ones that is incredibly challenging to turn it into anything, really.
I think it's a big part of the reason why they hadn't done it for a really long time, because people kept trying to make it into a movie, and it was like, it's not going to make a movie.
No.
But it looks like it could make a very interesting sort of anthology-like series, and also I think this really is the best version of this that is going to happen, because Neil Gaiman is so heavily involved.
Yes,
We all know how well Good Omens went down, so really, I feel like we're in a good space.
Yeah, I'm like, I have trust in it because Neil is just, he's in there and he's great, and he's the creator and the writer, so
it's his baby.
It's his baby. If they would have done it without him,
no, I don't think that. Yeah,
nah.
I don't think this would be this if. But I just when actually okay, so because I was watching. I got into the live stream a little bit late because I got apparently screwed over by the times. But they were like, oh, we've got some new character posters to show you. Started putting up these posters, and I was like, hang on, there's a date on this poster. And then like 5 minutes later, like, we got a new trailer with maybe a release date, and I was like, you had the release date on the poster.
Oh, no, the
about 5 minutes ago.
It happens. It happens.
I don't think anybody noticed, but I was sitting there going like, August 5th, eh?
Oh well, we're getting it soon.
I think
which is nice.
He looks very good as well.
Yes.
And
yes.
He's got like, main character Borbo vibes. Like, true. I feel like I might get a bit obsessed with you, kind of thing. Like you.
Very possible. Knowing you. Very possible.
Is he the right vibe for me? Is he in the wheelhouse of characters? Oh, excellent! I'm very excited.
Yes.
I like to add a new white point to my little inventory.
I am very happy to see that, obviously when they announced it, I was already very happy. But Gwendolyn Christie is gonna play Lucifer.
Yes. And
I'm like, I love Gwendolyn. She's great. So I'm like, yes. I already like this.
It's so funny because I kept seeing articles being like, why they recast Lucifer for the Sandman. I'm like, it's not it's a different series.
Yeah.
Different series, guys. It's got like nothing to do with the Lucifer series. No. I know that the Lucifer series was a Neil Gaiman property, but it's a different thing.
Like, what the hell? But yes.
And I've seen it multiple times. I'm like, different properties, you guys. Wholly different properties.
Yeah. Oh well. But very, very interesting. Very excited to see what they're gonna do with it. Hopefully it turns out well.
Also, it just so happens that I really like the use of dream logic and like dream sequences in film and television. It's kind of one of my favorite tropes. So really, it's like hitting a lot of buttons for me.
Yeah, you're gonna like it.
Dreams. Yes,
you're gonna like it. I know you're gonna. My favorite announcement is the one behind me.
Oh,
because
yes.
All of us are then renewed for season 2. Beautiful. It's just, I'm so happy. I wrote an article about it. Go and read it on Cow Soup. It's very good. Not because I wrote it, but yes, because of that as well.
No, you can
look, I think this was a brilliant show. It's definitely my top 3 zombie involved TV shows, movies ever. It's number 3, by the way, because the first is Kingdom. But
and then the second is Train to Busan.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And it's a very good show. It has such a beautiful emotional depth to it that I'm not very used to it. With these kind of stories, and I am very happy that they're going to continue it, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with it. I hope it's going to be good. There's always a little bit of fear. There's always a little bit of fear, but I trust you guys. I trust you guys.
Yeah, I saw that when because like I said, I got into the fact that all the updates a little late, and I was kind of scrolling back through just to see, and it was like one of the first things that they announced that was like, oh, Lily will be thrilled. Okay.
Yes, Lily's very happy. And then the other thing that we finally got a glimpse on is
Alice in Borderland.
Wait, what?
They put some season 2 first look images for Alice in Borderland. Did you miss that?
Yes. Oh my god! Now there's 3 things that I am very excited about. I can't wait to watch that as well. Okay, then yes, that's on the list. But
that one, but then.
but then we got the first footage of the Dragon Prince.
Oh, okay, 4. Interesting.
I was very thrilled with that, and I was like, I'm gonna cry. I nearly did.
Is the animated one, right?
Yes, right. It's the animated one, and we had to wait. Well, not me, because I literally, when I had my surgery, I watched all 3 seasons.
Was that announced on Wednesday?
I think so. No, I think the trailer dropped today.
No, it would have been Wednesday because Wednesday was Animation Day.
Oh, was it Wednesday?
Yeah.
Maybe it was Wednesday. I just saw it today. And I was very thrilled.
Because I haven't gotten that far in the... Oh, yeah, there it is.
There
I
it
haven't
is.
gotten that far in the looking through the things yet because
it's coming. So I'm very, very thrilled at that. But those who were watching it as it came out, obviously, they are very happy because they had to wait like 4 years, I think, between season 3 and season 4.
Ouch.
Yep. So, I didn't have to wait that long, but I am very thrilled that it's also coming back. So Dragon Prince, yay. And now I'm very excited for Alice in Borderland. I love that one as well.
Series 2 coming soon to Netflix. That's pretty much all they said, and I think they just showed a picture or something like that.
That's fine. I want to see the picture as well.
What else did they have? We talked a little bit about how we're both quite excited for the Midnight Club, obviously.
Yes.
I think it was actually the first thing you texted me. It was like, fuck, Midnight Club! And I was like, oh, it looks really good.
It does look very good.
I like the concept of it. I like the whole idea. Obviously, and we love Mike Flanagan. So it's gonna.
Mike is great.
There's gonna be a bunch of monologues. It's gonna be a good time.
I can't wait. I need more Mike monologues in my life. Don't we all? But yeah, it looks beautiful. Looks beautiful because they released a small like teaser kind of thing, and it looks very good. I like the characters. This is the series that's gonna drop before the fall of the House of Usher.
They've only just they started filming Fall of the House of Usher.
Yes.
This year, so I don't think we're not going to get Fall until next year at the earliest.
Nah, and this is the one where we're going to meet. I will have to check her name because I don't want to say it wrong. We're going to meet for the very first time with Aya Furukawa, who is praised by Mike Flanagan, and she will also appear in the Fall of the House of Usher.
Seems like he's found someone new that he's
yes.
He's like, you are good. I will use you.
I will use you. And we already got a glimpse of her in the trailer as well, or teaser. But yeah, it looks beautiful. I love the poster. I don't know if you've seen the poster. I think it's very fun. I don't think
I have seen the poster actually because oh yeah, no, I have seen that. That is
and
they're all into. That's funny.
It's very good. I was like, well done. So it's definitely something we're gonna look forward to. And then what else was there? The School for Good and Evil.
Yes. Okay, so you're skipping to movies because I'm still in the TV land. I was wondering.
Oh yeah, I'm just jumping all around.
I just want to talk because related, but I do want to talk about the fact that the Shadow and Bone news was just that they finished filming.
Basically, yeah.
And they were like, "There's nothing else we're going to tell you." I was like, "Cool, okay." I mean, I finished filming anyway. I thought maybe we might get a little like costume peek or something like that.
No. It's too early for that.
Well, I mean, they've been filming for like 6 months at this point. I'm sure they've got something that they could have maybe been like, here's your tease. But I think the whole cast already looks amazing. I love the fact that I know you haven't gotten to Six of Crows yet, understandable.
Not yet.
But the guy who's playing Waylon already has him nailed with his answer to the question that he was like, describe your character in a word, and he was like, underestimated, and I was like, yes, he gets it, he fucking gets it.
Yeah, you tweeted about it. I was like, okay, I will get
that. He does get it. Like you have to understand. Also, just Freddie being like traumatized, but also the best. I'm like, yep, that's right. That's my boy.
Fair. All right.
Also,
Yeah.
just Nina, Danielle being like #guilty. I'm like,
Yeah.
yep. Also correct. I've been
Oh,
because they've all been posting, because obviously Freddie's the most incredible photographer. He keeps posting. They all keep posting pictures of like
yeah.
little cast things. I'm like,
They are fun. They are fun. I love that they are having. Well, they had. I think they already left. I'm not sure, but they are having the best time in Hungary because barely anyone recognizes them. That's Hungary for you. We have like big productions here.
They've been like frolicking as far as I can tell. They've been going everywhere.
Yeah, just strolling around. Like I only saw like one video with someone, and it was fun part is it happens in Hungary, it happens in Budapest, and the girl who recognizes Ben Barnes is British.
That sounds about right.
And I was like, makes sense. Well, if I would have been there.
Yeah, you're a different story, Lily.
I am. That's fair. But yeah, I just love that they keep posting things that
you know, like, they are just out to dinner.
After dinner, I'm walking around and I'm like,
gone to the countryside.
You're just living your best life.
Yeah, good for you guys.
Good for you.
It looks like they had a really great time filming.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Lewis described it as swashbuckling. I'm like, that's what we want to hear. He's a privateer.
Fine.
I'm just really excited for Nikolai.
I can tell. I can tell you are.
Really excited.
Really excited.
Anyway, but yes, related. School of Good and Evil, because Kit Young is
Kit Young, isn't it?
Is I think he's meant to be like the bad guy or
something. Yeah,
he's either the bad guy or he's like the dark romantic lead. I can't really tell from the description. They kind of describe him as like, you know, dark and handsome stranger that comes in, that sort of thing. So he could either be like, you know, romantic plot, or corrupting evil influence, considering it's called Evil, Good and Evil and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I was expecting more of a trailer, I'm not gonna lie to you though.
I was expecting that too. But I am just
the teaser looks interesting, but like it really didn't. It wasn't a whole lot, and I was a bit like, okay. I mean, I'm interested, mostly just because of the cast, but like I would like to see a little more.
Yeah, I'm interested because of the cast as well. Like I love Charlize Theron.
She's popping up everywhere at the moment.
Yeah, I know. Which is great.
I have not watched the episodes of The Boys yet, but I did watch the opening because I was curious as to who the celebrity cameo was.
Oh, you checked it out.
I was like, I watched the opening just because Entertainment Weekly were like, we talk about that cameo that happens in the first 60 seconds of the first episode. Yeah. Like, all right, let me just check it quick. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool.
And then she turns around and I was like, shit.
But like that's how I reacted when she fucking popped up at the end of Doctor Strange. No, I was like,
yeah.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Look, I love it for her. Like, you know, I love Charlize.
She's having a great time.
Yeah. I love that.
And stuff.
And you know, obviously she has a much bigger role in this one. And just the whole cast and everything. I just love the concept of this movie.
It's very interesting. I can't quite, because it feels a bit YA at the moment. I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing. It just, you know, it's like I haven't got I feel like I haven't got enough to be able to really judge the vibe of it properly yet.
Yeah.
But I am interested.
And
obviously, I want to see Kit Young.
Yes. Kit Young is great. Kit Young is very great. So, you know, it's going to be nice to see him in this one as well. When is it coming out, though?
September, I want to say.
Okay, I can work with then. That's fine.
Hang on, let me find it in the little list that I've got in front of me.
Yes, you have a list.
Thanks, IGN. There it is.
I don't know if they announced anything about the Old Guard. Oh, there you go. The Old Guard too, but I think they are shooting
I
that
don't
still.
think they've announced anything about it, from what I can tell. I didn't see anything mentioned.
That's going to be very important.
Yes, that's a very interesting movie for me, because I essentially saw that entire film before I saw it, because it got gifted to, like, literally, I think I saw the entire thing in GIF format on Tumblr before I actually went and watched the movie, and I was like
Okay.
expecting more out of it. When I saw the film, I was like, no, it's literally everything that I've seen on Tumblr. I got no surprises out of this movie, which was a bit of a shame because I think if I went into it blind, I would really, really, really enjoyed it. But like
Yeah.
as it was, I kind of went into it feeling like like it felt like a very like the beginning. It was very, very much the beginning of a thing. Where
Yeah.
I was like, I like this world and I like the characters that are in it, but I have nowhere near enough of like what's going on here.
It needs time.
I was like, I
more.
want more time in this space, which kind of made me a bit sad that it wasn't series. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, we do need more like just straight up like action films.
Yeah.
And I think the most incredible and one of the best things about that was the fact that it was, you know, the story. Oh God, I can't remember her name in it. The young woman who starts like is the new guard. I can't remember her character's name.
I will find it
because it has been a while since I watched it. But I know that the director of it was also, you know, it was a black woman directing like an action movie with a black like kind of protagonist, and it was like I've just made me very happy about the whole thing. I was like, yes, it's what we want. It's what I want.
It was played by Kiki Lane.
Yes.
And it was Nile?
Nile, that's it.
Nile.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah, there's so also, much more in there.
Know, Tumblr completely obsessed with the immortal gays. Understandably.
Oh, yeah. It's we need more. We need more.
Yeah,
and I'm very happy when they announced it.
Yeah, there was a big influx of people just being like, oh, thank fuck for that.
Yes. I was them. I was like,
it really did like take over my entire feed for a good couple of months where it was just sort of like, okay, I would like to see some more variety. All of my like people, like some of my mutuals that I followed, like from Umbrella Academy stuff. So I got really into the old guard, and I was like,
yeah,
what happened to all my Umbrella Academy?
It's gone. No, it's
just gone.
It's not gone. It's back. But yeah. What else? We got a little sneak peek of Volume 2 of Stranger Things.
I haven't watched the sneak peek yet, other than what I saw.
It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I saw what they showed at the when you finished the last episode, obviously. Yeah. But that's like separate from this. I haven't seen what this was. They released some very nice pictures.
Yes.
Very, very nice pictures.
Very nice pictures.
I'm very happy about the ones of Joyce and Hopper. Are just so sweet.
Straight to the heart. Straight to the heart.
Yeah, I was very, very happy about that one. Yeah.
I have to say it again. Leave Steve and Eddie alone. Oh, God. Just fuck off.
Like I have a feeling I don't think Eddie's gonna go anywhere anytime soon, just because they've just introduced him and he's too good. So. I'm worried about Steve.
Everyone's worried about
We're
Steve.
We're all worried about Steve.
They can do that to us. It's like no, you can't. It's not allowed. It's not allowed.
I was watching some of the stuff they were doing today because today's Stranger Things Day on. For
it is, yeah.
And I watched a little bit of the Duffer Brothers talking about the fact that like what wasn't planned for you guys? It's like, oh, Steve wasn't planned. He was meant to die in the first season, but Joe's so nice. We like him so much that we were like, gotta keep this guy around, and now he's one of our leads and all that sort of stuff. And I was like, yeah, please don't hurt him.
Yeah, hopefully they won't.
I mean, they hurt him in every season, but like, don't kill him.
Yes, hurt is fine, just don't kill him.
I'm very interested in this Spiderhead movie.
Which is the Chris Hemsworth one?
It's the Chris Hemsworth one.
Yes.
I've watched the trailer a couple of times when it came out, and it's one of those ones where I'm like, this is really interesting to me, but also it plays on that like level of like it's in the area of like, this is gonna freak me the fuck out. Because there's a level of sort of like, it's not really mind control, but like it's in that realm of like,
and you don't like that.
I can't do it. It's one of those things where I'm like, it fascinates the hell out of me when I see it and stuff. Like I actually really enjoy it as like a trope, but in that way of like, I hate it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
it makes sense, yeah.
But it's like, oh, it really creeps me out, but I'm also like, like I will watch it, but also
that's me with Parasite movies. It's like
okay, it's kind of that thing of like, oh, this is really gross, but also I am interested.
Yes. Yeah. I haven't watched the trailer. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm like, I'm a bit in the.
It's real interesting. It's got a real creepy vibe to it. Chris Hemsworth playing he's a kind of not like
Cuckoo?
obviously, but he's clearly like one of those incredibly smart, no morals kind of characters, which is very fun. And it's more Miles Teller, who I've been very much enjoying seeing in things recently because he was really good in Maverick, and he looks like he's going to be amazing in this.
Yeah.
He's just good. Yeah, I'm just very interested in this one. Comes out a couple of days before my birthday.
Oh, is it coming this month?
Yeah, it's on the 17th.
Something is coming next week. What the fuck is that with?
First Kill, which is a series that about a vampire hunter and a vampire falling in love, comes out tomorrow, which is very exciting because the author of the short story and the first episode is one of my favorite authors. Her name's Victoria or V.E. Schwab. I have a couple of her books that I'm very, very fond of. I actually have a lot of her books, but I've read at least 2 of them.
Nice.
But like she's been promoting that quite a bit, and it looks like fun. I had a similar idea for something a little while ago, but it wasn't vampires; it was assassins.
Fair.
But there you go.
There you go. No, that I remember that something is coming out next week. Oh God, what is it? It's not gonna come to me.
I don't really know what you're going for. Is the trouble? I can't.
I don't know. I think it's a series or something that I wanted to watch, and I think it's coming out next week, but it's not gonna come to me which one is then. But anyway, I forgot to say one thing, which is also Netflix related, and I watched it. The new Adam Sandler movie, Hustle. It's about basketball players, and it's.
I feel like I've
very good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Very good. I was pleasantly surprised. I was like,
I am glad that Adam Sandler has gone back into making like good movies.
And the more like I love his dramatic roles. Like Uncut Gems was.
I really, I still haven't seen Uncut Gems. It's not. Not out of like not. I think it was one of those. I just haven't found myself in the right mood because I love high intensity movies. Anything that literally feels like you're like sitting there going, oh fuck, for like 2 hours. I do love those films. It's one of the reasons I absolutely fucking adore Captain Phillips. The film, or like Phone Booth or anything like that. Those it's just sort of like, oh god, everything could sort of blow up at any second, that kind of thing. I love those. But I just haven't. I remember coming out and people being like, "This movie's amazing," and it just sort of it like many things slipped me by immediately.
Yeah, it took me quite a I think it took me like 2 months to catch up on it.
Yeah,
because I needed to have the mood as well. Just prepare. Fucking awesome. Yeah, one of Adam Sandler's best roles. It's like beautifully done.
His speech at the Independent Spirit Awards was one of my favorite things. Just the award seasons that I've seen, it was very funny. Yeah. There's an interesting new animated film from the filmmaker of Moana and Big Hero 6 called The Sea Beast, which has Carl Urban in it, and it looks.
Yes.
I have only seen really like a poster, but I do think it looks. I mean, it's pirates and sea beasts, and I like that shit.
It's good shit.
It's good shit. So. And I think a young actress called her name is Zaris Angel Hator. So
okay,
I think she's playing the young girl who stows away on the pirate ship and ends up stranded on an island filled with unique beasts. So it just sounds like one of those things that could be very fun.
Yeah, definitely. Does sound like it.
Yeah, and then we've got the Grey Man, which is that thing with Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling. I haven't seen anything like footage-wise to do with this movie, and I think I'm going to keep it that way because I do want to see it. But I'm going to wait until it just comes out so I can just watch it.
That's fine. I'm not like, I love Chris Evans. It's not a secret. But that mustache, it kills me. It's like, no, his beautiful face. That mustache is horrendous.
There's very few people that I'm like, yes, a mustache suits you. One of those people is obviously
Hopper.
Yes, that's true. It wasn't who I was thinking of. I was thinking of Nick Offerman.
That's fair.
Like that, they just it suits him. But also the other guy I was thinking of was, I don't know if you've seen the guy Tom Cardy on he does these really funny songs. Australian guy.
Oh yeah.
Adore him, but he's got a great mustache that just like I'm like, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, that makes
Fair.
sense for
That's
you.
fair. That's fair. That's fair. It's very hard to pull off a good mustache, but my poor Chris, no.
My best friend wants to grow a mustache, and one day I'm like, I hope you get that one day, my friend.
One day. Very excited for the Greyman. Obviously, they do this thing with some of the movies where you can watch the movie with one of the actors if you donate to specific causes, like cancer patients, whatever, at the OOHHHH thing.
Oh right, yeah, that thing, yeah,
that thing. And today they announced one for Chris Evans, and I was like, I'm gonna donate all my money.
To be fair, those things, it is a raffle, so it's like you donate a certain amount of money, you get more puts in the raffle, like that kind of thing.
But here's the thing, I'm already out because I don't live in the US.
Yeah, that's the thing. They always come up. I'm like, that looks really interesting. And it's like US only. I'm like, well, why bother?
Why bother? I was like, okay, that's.
I will ask, because like I said, I haven't actually seen anything to do with the movie other than like, posters and stuff. Is it at all funny, or is it just dramatic? Is it just like action, is it pure action movie?
For me, it seems like it's gonna be pure action.
Okay, that's just fine. Obviously, I just really want to see Ryan Gosling do more comedy. He's so funny.
He is funny.
And he just keeps doing all these incredibly serious roles, and I'm like, dude, make another Nice Guys.
I think he'll get around to that as well. I have a feeling. But
Nice Guys
this
was one of those ones that should have gotten a sequel, but because it didn't do that well at the box office, it was like it's never gonna get that sequel thing, which is such a shame. That would have been a great movie to get a sequel.
Alas,
watch The Nice Guys. You haven't. You should watch The Nice Guys. It's a great movie. He's so funny in it.
He's very good in it. That's true. That's very true.
The kid is hilarious.
Oh, the kid is great. That kid is great. What else was there?
There's the new anthology thing from
the horror one.
Yeah, I haven't really seen a whole lot about it, but other than like, there's a bunch of really interesting people in it.
It has Ben Barnes in it.
Yeah, I saw Ben Barnes. I was like,
excuse me, Ben.
I believe Rupert Grint's also meant to be in it.
Yeah, and it's Guillermo del Toro, so I'm like,
it's gonna be good.
It's already in my alley. I need
Curiosities will feature Rupert Grint, Eric Andre, and more. Who are the more?
Who the more? Kate Micucci. But everyone is in. Oh no, not everyone. Sorry, I take that back. Charlene Lee, Ishmael, Sophia Butula, Ben Barnes, F. Maria Abraham, nice, Crispin, Andrew Lincoln, Rick,
nice to see.
Rick is here,
Andrew Lincoln doing stuff,
Sebastian Roche, who was in Supernatural,
yes, and just about every other American.
I know
drama.
I know
he's one of those actors who just pops up and stuff.
It's just everywhere. Oh look
who it is.
Look who it is. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's a vampire movie. Sorry, there was talk about a Jamie Foxx film.
Oh yes. That's the one that was in the mashup trailer of what is to come.
I knew that they were making that it was the John Wick creative team and it was Jamie Foxx. I didn't know that he was a vampire hunter. That is news to me.
I
can't. That will be fun. I like the sound of that.
Yep, I'm very excited for that one as well. That's going to be a good one. What else did they announce? What did I see?
There is other stuff, but like none of it's particularly interesting to me personally.
But I feel like there was one more that I was like, okay. But maybe not.
The animation stuff. There's like they've got the new He-Man, Masters of the Universe thing coming out.
Yeah.
They've got the 5-part series talking about the making of Arcane, which looks like a lot of fun.
That looks that was one of them.
Nice.
I was like, oh, okay. It's exciting.
Inside Job second season. This was it's not surprising considering how much Netflix have kind of gutted their animation department in recently.
Sad.
It is sad. And also
It's, um,
stupid.
Very stupid. Very stupid. But they, yeah, I don't know. What else did I see? Midnight Club we talked about.
Yeah. I think
School for Good and Evil. I think we talked about all that.
all the things
interests.
that like interest us specifically. There are other things that have been
Yeah.
mentioned. There's a Zack Snyder thing.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
They announced that Anthony Hopkins is in it as well,
Mm,
which is like, okay,
very
good.
fun.
I'm surprised that they didn't say anything about Army of the Dead 2, which is also in development, I believe. Because
Well, I guess it's probably just because it's early. I imagine.
it might be right.
There was the Resident Evil series.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yes, I was very surprised by the trailer because I wrote
really
it down.
good actually.
Yes, I was
The
like,
posters are shit. I will
the
say
posters
that.
are shit. Sorry, guys who did it, but it's not
but,
good.
Like, it's like they're
It's
really
not good.
ugly.
But the trailer,
The trailer, I was like, all right, yeah, I guess.
yeah, mark me interested. Then I guess it's looking good. It's looking good. It's definitely something I need a good horror story because Stranger Things is doing good on the horror part, but it's not horror enough for me.
Do you know
I'm
what's
not
really
gonna lie.
funny? I keep talking to people at my work, and people being like, "It's really scary," and I'm like, "Y'all finding this scary?" Like it's good. I like it. It's spooky, but like
Yeah, but
I
it's
feel
not
like
the.
you guys are equating scary with gross.
Yes, it's
And
not.
it's like it was gross. I didn't really have the scary nature to me. I don't know. But also I feel like my tolerance for like scary is there. It's in a different place than it used to be.
Same. Yeah. So I need like a proper like in your face scary or whatever, or like maybe hereditary.
See, no, that's where I get into the area of like I don't want to go. That I don't even want to touch that. That kind of.
It's.
But like that's it. That's because of like, I think I've spoken about this before. There's the need for like aftercare in a movie like that, and those movies don't really provide that to you. And I don't like being left just sort of being like, well, that was just sort of uncomfortable and gross, after watching a thing. I'm like, I need like a bit of like balance, I don't mind being spooked, but I do need to be looked after a little bit.
But that's why I'm very excited for tomorrow, and The Quarry is dropping on all platforms.
I was reading a review today that was pretty positive. So it's good. It's from what I can tell, the general consensus is it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's bringing
great.
back the Until Dawn vibes, which is
it's what I wanted.
Yes,
I've asked for
all
my
I wanted.
Birthday. We'll see what happens.
Who knows? I will definitely need it in my life because it's right up in my alley. It's like goody good. I watched. I don't know if you watched. There was like a gameplay, the first 20 minutes.
I've actually kind of avoided it because I do kind of want to go into it blind. Because when I played Until Dawn, I had been watching somebody else play it, and halfway through their playthrough, I decided to buy it for myself. So I played half of it knowing all the stuff that was going on, to kind of and made a bunch of really good decisions, and then played the back half off my own back. Yeah. Which is part of the reason why I got Ashley killed, and I'm still really annoyed about it.
You killed Ashley?
It was like honestly one of the most stupid mistakes I've ever made in a video game. Like truly, it was like just me being stupid because like because you get the book, and if you read it, if you go back on the pages, you find out that the Wendigos can mimic sounds. I did not see that. I had just gotten the cutscene like a second beforehand that said that Jess was alive.
Yes. So
you're walking down the corridor as Ashley, and suddenly you hear Jess calling out, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go find her. Dead. And you know what's really annoying is I had the totem that showed that death, but I didn't think it was Ashley. I thought it was Jess. So it was just a lot of things where I was like, and I felt so bad. I had to stop playing for the evening because like you go from that and then you cut immediately back over to Chris, and I was like, Chris, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Whoops. I fucked it up, Chris. Sorry.
Like I can't look at you right now, Chris. I feel too guilty.
I love that. I cannot do these games unless everyone survives. So I'm like,
I think the next time I played through, I saved everybody because it's like
Yeah.
she was the only one. Everybody else
that's
I saved.
that's very good though for a first playthrough. Like,
well, because I think the first half I did because I had already
Oh,
seen
yeah.
somebody do, but like that last bit, I got quite good at the don't move bit.
that's
so
very hard. And then I was
I
like,
literally just locked my arms.
yeah, I was like,
bye.
no, it's good.
And I was like, yeah, go sleep.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm
Uh,
very excited for that. Yeah,
okay.
That's
Nice. Yeah. Before we say goodbye, have you seen the Black Adam trailer?
No.
One thing that I am very excited about. I love you, Dwayne Johnson, but I'm not gonna lie. Once they showed Hawkman, I was like, my boy. I love.
It's like I don't know anything about literally nothing about this little area of DC stuff. I guess that they're doing. So I'm like, okay. The only other thing I've seen people be like, it's good. But the only other thing I've seen is, why are they using that ugly ass yellow filter over everything?
Who knows? There's no answer for that. All I know is that when I was younger, one of my favorite animated TV shows was Justice League, and it had Hawkman and Hawkgirl in it, and they were my favorite. And once Hawkman popped down in this trailer, I was like, yes, oh my god. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about Black Adam. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a new,
literally, it's like
new kind of thing. So I'm like, I don't know, but I'm very excited for Hawkman.
It is a very weird filter. I've seen screenshots of like on articles and whatnot for article thumbnails and whatnot, and it is like, why have you made everything blue just to shove a yellow filter on top of it? It's really weird. It's like, you made this too blue. Stick the Mexico filter on it. We all know Mexico is yellow, obviously.
Mexico is yellow. Done. That's it. End of story. But yeah, there were so many trailers were coming out. Nope got the final trailer, which I haven't watched.
It trending, and I think I saw some posters. I didn't realize there was a trailer with it. I might leave it.
I left it. I didn't watch it. I don't want to know.
I'm very It's very. I just
want to see it. That's it. Something has got. I don't know. There were many things happening this week. Also, Miss Marvel.
Oh yeah, that came out, didn't it? I haven't seen that yet.
So good. So good. I haven't
seen like anything at the moment. I'm really just like,
I know, that's fine.
Like,
I really love the whole vibe of it. It's so well done. Like, I just loved everything about it, and I think I think she was the perfect choice for Miss Marvel. She's so good. I was like,
I was a little, because I remember when the trailer came out, I was a little put off by how young it felt.
It is.
Because it does feel like it, like it was just sort of like.
She is a full-blown teenager who has an obsession with the
Totally fine. Obviously, it just is one. It's like now, 25
but it's
in a few days. I don't know if how much I'm into the vibe of this anymore. Is the thing. So I don't know, which is fine. Not
but it was
everything
surprisingly
is made
fun.
Yeah.
Surprisingly fun, because I wasn't sure either. But then the animation in it, everything was just like, how they talk about stories and plans and whatnot, and I was like, yes, I love it. I was into it.
Yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get to everything. It's probably gonna be a lot of me just sort of getting to things in like very large chunks.
That's fair.
I haven't seen Commit Review from this week. I know that's out. I haven't seen, like I said, I haven't seen The Boys. I haven't seen Marvel. I haven't seen.
Oh my god, The Boys is so good.
There's something else I just haven't watched. Oh yeah, there's like 2 episodes of Barry I haven't watched.
2 now. There was only 1.
Yeah, because there was another one on Sunday.
Oh god.
There's gonna be another one this Sunday, and that'll be the last one of the series. So then I'll have 3 to watch in a row. It's really good. It's just that like I think it's one of those ones where like I know it's all about to really go to shit. So I'm a bit like, I don't know if I want to watch that right now.
Fair. That's fair. It happens with TV shows. I wish if I would have listened to my intuition, I would have closed my eyes and turned off the mute button on The Boys and that fucking scene. I'm so angry at them.
I'm sorry that I didn't watch it before. I honestly wasn't sure if it was going to take place in the first 3 episodes, but I was just...
it's around the end of the 3rd episode, and I was like, why?
Yeah. Oops.
Why? I was like Huey. I was like, what the fuck?
I've been seeing descriptions of Soldier Boy as rancid, so I'm very excited.
Yes. Yes.
Because it was like, oh yeah, I see Jared going, not Jared, Jensen, Jesus Christ.
Jensen, yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
It's sorry guys. I've been there's been a lot of Jensen going around talking about how toxic masculinity and all this sort of stuff, and like the importance of all of these sorts of things. And I was like, can't wait for Soldier Boy to be absolutely rancid. And then somebody went, update, he's rancid.
He is. He's glorious. He's glorious. I love Jensen in it. Like, so good. Very well done. But you're gonna see it soonish, I guess.
I'll get to it.
I know.
I don't know. I'm probably it's probably not going to become a thing until after I finish watching Stranger Things again. It's kind of like
fair.
I used to juggle,
yeah,
like so many shows like on a weekly basis. I used to like literally I'd have like during like the September to May sort of bracket. I would be juggling probably like 10 shows at once, and I'd keep up to date with all of them because I had like a day that I'd watch them on. Now I can't do shit. It's like I have one thing.
I feel that on so many levels, because now it all came together, because Wednesdays now obviously Kenobi and Miss Marvel, and then Fridays are gonna be The Boys, because fuck you, 1 episode per week. But so I'm like, I have to keep it in mind. I actually have it written in my.
It's just I keep forgetting, and it's like because like Wednesday came around, I was like, oh fuck, right, yeah, can I peace out? People were like, episode 4. I was like, oh shit, I should get to that at some point.
Yeah. Do that. But that was it. I think.
Sorry, that was me burping. That was what that was. I was trying not to make it too much noise.
Bless you. You didn't make much choice. That's fine. And yeah, we see you next guys.
Next guys.
See you next week. Talking about my babies.
Fuck. I gotta watch that.
You have to watch them. I'm so excited, and words can't even describe it.
Let me think. I'm just trying to think of the best way. They don't need to know about that. I'll get to it at some point over the weekend. God, maybe. We'll see.
Please do. And this was us. And turn around.
Fucking hell.
Look at what you see.
We're gonna get demonetized. I'm gonna push the stop dreaming button. Bye, everybody.